I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, welcome back everyone to another edition of Tenkanerth Overview. This time the spotlight is on the Kingdom of Khizdin, the Dwarven Kingdom here in the Khizdin Mountains. We're going to be taking a look at some of the provinces and the history, starting with the fact that the dwarves of Kar Khizdin, who came all the way over from Har Craig in the Far East, settled here in these mountains, and Khizdin is known as the Silver Mountains. Har Craig is known as the Golden Mountains. And here in the Silver Mountains, as you can imagine, silver mining is the major production. There is, of course, mining of all kinds of valuable minerals, metals, gems, etc., but silver is the major export here. There are three major provinces here in the Kingdom of Khizdin, and the first and most important is the kingdom, the Khizdin, Kar Khizdin Margrave itself. And that is the seat of the king of Kar Khizdin. And his symbol is a hammer on a blue field. It doesn't have silver, but that's supposed to be silver trim for that. And they have the mightiest fortress in the west here in Kar Khizdin. The Imperial Highway stretches all the way through the mountains right up until the footsteps of the gates of Kar Khizdin. And it is only through trade with Kar Khizdin that the Caledonian Empire was able to conquer so much of the known world. It was after the war between Carpathia and Caledonia that Kar Khizdin shut its gates, and now, although the Imperial Highway still runs up to the gates, no travelers go that way any longer. The next province is the province of the Kegdor Earldom. Here, Kar Kegdor is a noble, cousin of the king who gets to rule from the seat of Kar Kegdor and oversee the mining operations there. It is not as impressive as Kar Khizdin, but it is still a mighty fortress and something to be proud of. The last of the provinces here in the central Khizdin Mountains is Brialand. Brialand is the name that the dwarves use to refer to the sides of the mountains that go down into the foothills, and many hill dwarves ended up living there. And in fact, parts of Brialand were gifted to the peoples of man. Both Carpathia and the border kingdoms have Brialand provinces that were gifted to them by the dwarves during their long history of trade before Kar Khizdin shut its gates. And so the Brialand province just refers to where the hill dwarves live. The last of the provinces is Kern Koldor. It is an earldom just like Kegdor, so a royal cousin would rule from Kern Koldor. However, this one is considered almost an insult because it is so isolated. this is where they get all of their coal to fuel their machines from, and so it's a dirty and poor, um, but still very important uh, mining operation. And without Kern Koldor, the dwarven machines wouldn't run. But still, it is considered a lowly post, and so the king of Kern Koldor is often called the Coal King or the Soot King. And so that is a brief history of the Kingdom of Khizdin and its provinces. I want to thank you guys for watching, and as always, everyone, good gaming.